A new and tense geopolitical drama is unfolding in the Pacific Ocean as the United States Coast Guard has confirmed the detection and ongoing surveillance of Russian military intelligence vessels operating in close proximity to the Hawaiian island. The ship, identified as the Russian Navy Auxiliary General Intelligence Ship Kareliya, was first spotted on October 29th, just 15 nautical miles south of the coastline of Oahu. This distance places the vessel within the United States' exclusive economic zone, but outside its 12 nautical mile territorial waters, a legal distinction that permits the presence of foreign military ships under international law. The Kareliya is a Vishnya class vessel, a type specifically designed and equipped for signals intelligence, which involves intercepting and analyzing electronic communications and signals. The presence of such a sophisticated spy ship near Hawaii is particularly alarming for U.S. defense officials because the island of Oahu is home to the headquarters of the U.S. Indo Pacific Command and numerous other critical military installations, including the Pearl Harbor Naval Base and Hickam Air Force Base. In response to the vessel's appearance, the Coast Guard immediately launched surveillance assets, including a long-range HC-130 Hercules aircraft and the cutter William Hart, to track the Russian ship's movement. Officials described the initial overflight and interaction as safe and professional, but the incident has significantly raised security concerns. The Coast Guard is working in close coordination with the U.S. Indo Pacific Command and other federal agencies to continuously monitor the vessels as part of a broader homeland defense operations. The appearance of the Russian spy ships off the coast of Hawaii is not occurring in a vacuum, but rather coincide with a dramatic escalation of tensions between the United States and Venezuela in the Caribbean. The administration of President Donald Trump has adopted an increasingly aggressive posture towards the government of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. Washington has publicly labeled Maduro's government as authoritarian and has formally accused him of leading a drug trafficking organization known as the Cartel de los Solos. In a move that underscored the seriousness of these allegations, the U.S. government has placed a $50 million reward for information leading to his arrest. To exert further pressure, the United States has significantly intensified its maritime operations in the Caribbean Sea. These operations, which are officially framed as counter-narcotic missions, have seen the deployment of major naval assets, including aircraft carriers and warships, to the water near Venezuela. This powerful show of force is widely interpreted as a direct military warning to the Maduro regime and a clear signal that the Trump administration is keeping all options on the table. The heightened military presence has turned the Caribbean into a volatile flashpoint where the risk of a direct confrontation is steadily increasing. Russia has forcibly inserted itself into the Caribbean crisis, offering robust political and strategic support to its ally Nicolás Maduro. Moscow has become Venezuela's most powerful international backer, providing critical economic aid, military equipment, and strategic advice. In response to the heightened U.S. military presence near Venezuela, the Kremlin issued a stark warning to Washington, stating that any direct U.S. military intervention in the Caribbean would lead to a dangerous escalation of the conflict. This declaration positioned Russia as a direct counterweight to American power in the Western Hemisphere and represents a significant challenge to the long-standing Monroe Doctrine, which has historically guided U.S. policy into the region. Moscow's decisive support for Maduro is a clear message to the administration of President Trump that its action in Venezuela will not go unchallenged. This strategic alignment has turned the Venezuelan crisis into a proxy battleground in the broader global rivalry between the United States and Russia. The Kremlin intervention ensures that the standoff is not merely a regional dispute, but a far more complex and perilous geopolitical confrontation with global implications. The simultaneous events in the Pacific and the Caribbean are viewed by many international observers as interconnected components of a global strategic chess match between Washington and Moscow. The deployment of the Kareliya intelligence ship so close to a major U.S. military hub is likely a calculated act of strategic messaging a reciprocal move designed to demonstrate Russia's global reach and its willingness to apply pressure on the United States in its own backyard. This action serves as a pointed reminder that while the US focuses on pressuring Russia's allies in the Caribbean, Russia possesses the capability to conduct its own sensitive intelligence operations near American shores. This dual crisis creates a complex challenge for the Trump administration, testing the resolve of its foreign policy and defense leadership, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Defense Peter Hegseth. The situation demands careful management, as a single miscalculation either in the tense water of the Caribbean or the monitored seas of the Pacific could spark a direct military confrontation between the world's two foremost nuclear powers. The world is now watching anxiously as both nations navigate these treacherous geopolitical waters where the potential for a wider conflict has become alarmingly real. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. Are the simultaneous appearance of a Russian spy ship off Hawaii and Russia's firm military and political backing of Venezuela a coincidence, or are they a deliberately coordinated global strategy by the Kremlin? Is Moscow attempting to stretch US military and intelligence focus thin, forcing the Trump administration to contend with threats in both Pacific and its own hemisphere, thereby reducing its ability to project power elsewhere in the world? And why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. And one more thing, I want to take a moment to address a question some of you may have. Why don't I use video clips in my content? Navigating YouTube's copyright system can be incredibly challenging, especially trying to get a hold of a YouTube agent. It is very time-consuming. The platform has strict policies regarding the use of other videos' content, which can lead to copyrights, strikes, warnings, and even the permanent disabling of a channel, which lead to recreating a new YouTube channel after it has been permanently disabled. And trying to get back the numbers of fans that I used to have is frustrating. While it's possible to get permission from creators, the process can be time-consuming and doesn't always guarantee a timely response, which could delay bringing you the content you are here for. So now, to avoid these potential headaches and stresses, and to ensure this channel remains a reliable source of information for the long term, I have made the deliberate choice to focus on original content and commentary without relying on third-party video clips footage. I understand this might not be the typical format you see on YouTube, but I believe that by focusing on high-quality, original reporting, my channel will go a long way. Together, we can build a strong, faithful, and loyal community. My goal is to create a sustainable channel that you can depend on for now and to ensure its stability for the long term. I am incredibly grateful and relieved now that you understand why I do not use video clips from other content creators. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and share this video if you find it helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one.